Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's Funday Monday Part 3, and it's time for the final game. We have one game to showcase in Part 3, a game that I think is excellent. Let's go ahead and hop right on into it. It's Tempest that we're looking at. All the games based upon the best Tempest-type strats that make us entertained. Spawning in the top left corner, the sequel to Armageddon, Stormageddon, where they yet again throw Bruce Willis into a hurricane. Up in the top right corner, Dante from Team Dante. Now, I gotta say, first of all, I don't know about you early internet users. Here's the thing. Listen, check it. Look, okay? Listen. You know what was cool? Having a unique username. That was cool. There was a player whose name was Equals in Brood War. Like, that's right. Like, this was his ID. You could have one character names, and he got the equal sign. What? And I once knew a guy, and his name was Gun. That was it. It was Gun. That was so cool. And I wanted to be cool. So I did that. I got the ID correct and incorrect. Fucking cool, man. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, man, and Dante has claimed the unique team ID Dante. Uniqueness is back, ladies and gentlemen. It is with team names. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So that way you can know when you're actually up against the E.G. de Muslim RC himself. You can tell, and Dante, you know it ain't any Dante. This is the Dante, not that imposter from the Inferno, from the Devil May Cry series. That's what I'm talking about. Doesn't Gun sound like the name of a protagonist in an anime series? Please meet my wife Cherry, and I'm Gun. Gun, what do you do? I do this and that, you know. And all of a sudden the turkey's done, and they cut a slice open, and blood sprays all over the ceiling. And Gun just does this, he goes, eh. And then it cuts to another scene. No movement except, teeth shows up, because Gun / donuts. Isn't that how anime works? Did I understand it? Did I get anime? I'm pretty sure I get anime. Stormageddon. Alright, we're 1 minute into the game. Jeez, that took a long time. God almighty, I want a donut. I can't resist. I have this insatiable urge to get donuts. I mean, you know how Hansel and Gretel put down the trail of breadcrumbs and they were going to follow the breadcrumbs back and, you know... I can't remember how Hansel and Gretel actually got where they got, but you know how the idea you lay down breadcrumbs and I don't know, maybe a person who likes bread or like a bird or something will eat all the breadcrumbs. You know what I'm talking about? Are we on the same page together? I want you to imagine that, except you don't actually make a trail. You just say, Sean, there's a donut 3 miles that way, and I'm like, I have an hour, and I'll just go get the donut. It doesn't matter. I'll just go get the donut. I can't. That's all I think about. Okay, I once at an event ate a Twinkie on air. I was at an MLG, and I was like, Marcus, this is going to be a great game. And so we look down and we start the game, and then I just picked up this Twinkie I had, and I went, oh, and apparently they hadn't changed the screen yet. So this is how it looked. This is literally how it looked. I went to get a Twinkie, and I went, oh, and I just put it in. I just put it right in the mouth. That's how I did it, and it cut right to the game graphic. The camera stopped with the Twinkie here. So people bought me 100 Twinkies at that event because they found it funny. I could actually take one of those photographs where you know how they have all those cool photos of a guy in a bathtub and he's covered in money and he's like, what, I'm wealthy. I could do that covered in Twinkies and wear no clothes and no one would know that I was naked because Twinkies would have covered every inch of my body. That's how much Twinkies there were. And the reason I bring up all of that is because if anyone buys me a donut at an event, I will eat the donut. I will eat that donut. Why, did someone already link the Twinkie pic? Oh, great. Let me see if I can get this on air. Yeah, there's a lot of, okay, look. Look, I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this photo, but that is my real body. This is not Photoshop. I'm not proud of that. And I'm not saying that you should do this, that you should follow my footsteps, but what I'm saying is that I really like donuts. That's just what I'm saying. What time is it? 8:05? I missed dinner. Time for a donut. I need sustenance. I'm an organism. Why would you not get a donut? What is it, 9 p.m.? Well, may as well get a dessert in the form of a donut. 10 a.m. I have no self-control. Let's get a donut. Oh, I can't stop. It's like cat pictures, man. I've never seen 10 cat pictures and been like, no, I don't want to see an 11th cat picture. Fuck cats. You're like, no, bring on the cat pictures. I promise I wasn't hiding a pylon, says Stormageddon, who's trying to do a very creative wall off here. Certainly does wall. Saving a scout for later, says Stormageddon. What a deutsch. Alright, so Dante from Team himself. Once again, much like the business card, hello, I'm Sean Plott. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Sean Plott. I make all the decisions for myself, unless they are regarding my financial aid loans for school. In which case, the government decides that I need to pay them back this month. Because were it up to me, I would spend it on donuts. Are you understanding that I have a problem? I have no control over my eating of donuts. Oh, gee, I'm actually... Oh, God. If I tweet a photo of me eating a donut after this daily, like, just unfollow me. Like, just stop. It's like, don't support my habit. Like, I need my subscriber base to cut in half before I'm like, okay, maybe it isn't worth it anymore. Maybe I should just keep... Like, you know how, like, people do this with their keys, where they, like, you know, do this, where they just, like, loop it around? I would do that with a donut. Oh, God. Oh, my God. And Keladros in chat is like, I'll make them for you. I've never had a homemade donut, and that is not a sexual innuendo. Seriously, I've literally never had a homemade donut. I mean, I also haven't had a homemade donut, if you know what I mean. But I also have not had a homemade donut. I think this is the best part 3 of a daily that has ever happened. Stormageddon's trying to build Tempest, to be honest. Now, Dante's doing something, but I think what I should do is just use my excellent observing abilities to pan around and show you everything that's going on so you can process it, but then really talk about whatever the hell I want. And eventually we'll make comments on the game. Eventually. You know, I will say Krispy Kreme is not my favorite. I like Spud Nuts because like the less money the chain makes as a whole, the higher quality of donut. Because I think they're trying to cut more corners and make them just shittier for you. And it's really the things that are horrible for you that I just crave as much as possible. I'm tempted to open up some of these other links in chat. Oh, there it is! There's the MLG! There's the MLG! Oh, look at me! Twinkies! Twinkies! Put it in my body! Like, Jesus, look at my eyes! They're closed! It's like I'm giving a hug to, like, my newborn baby because I was away at war and it was born while I was gone. Like, I'm so into it. There might even be tears streaming down the other side of my face, but you can't see because my nose is like the Great Wall of China. They can see it from space and it obscures the view from the other side. I also need to shave. I trim that sideburn. Oh, let me just put some moisturizer on. God, I love that Twinkie. Look at it. I'm holding it up like it's some sort of Greek god role where it's like Atlas is the mythological being that supports the planet Earth. Day 9 is the mythological being that holds up a Twinkie while there's more Twinkies all up on his penis. In the meantime, we have some Tempest pooling down at the bottom right. Seamless transition. It was like nothing ever happened. Oh gosh, this is my Twinkie mosaic. I've been working on it for 22 months. It would have taken me 11 months, but I also ate Twinkies for 22 months, so I ran low on mosaic material. By day 9. So Stormageddon is going to assault the most vulnerable position of the base. The Starport Zealots assaulting the front, sacrificing their lives for some reason. Meanwhile, in the game. So, I mean, a lot of stuff's dying. Stormageddon just wants to have his submission up on Funday Monday, but that's never going to happen. I'll take the low-hanging fruit. Stormageddon using his excessively loud Tempest to take this down. He has attack level 1, and by God, now he has armor level 1. Oh my God! A pair of Vikings. Some Marines showing up to lose their lives. Now, sometimes when you're high on minerals, you make zealots. And sometimes when you're high on life, you take an expansion. Stormageddon is low on zealots because he completely botched it. But of course, being high on life can't possibly hurt. Well, I may not be doing very well, says Stormageddon. Meh, says Dante from Team himself. I suck too, but at least I own my name. How cool would that be if you introduce yourself? Oh, I'm Millie. I'm like, hello, Millie. I'm Sean. Trademarked. Sean Connery has to pay me royalties every time he introduces himself. Seriously, $5. He's bankrupt because so many people want to meet him. He had to hide in the forest just to keep himself financially solvent. Take that, Sean Connery. I don't know why I targeted you. Ugh. I hate that Day 9 fellow. That's Sean Connery, by the way. He sounds exactly like that. I've meshed with the wrong man. Oh, whatever. Alright, look. I've accomplished my goal of having fun with Tempest. Nice, I love doing that. Do you remember when games were about having fun? Now they're about winning, motherfucker. You deserve the ladder anxiety. You should feel nervous whenever you sign in to play on the ladder, because if you lose, then you're a piece of shit, and no one will ever love you. Oh, that's right. That's right, harkening back to the old days. I remember when I was in elementary school once, and I played tic-tac-toe, and we drew, and we both giggled. And now, I don't even play that shit. You can only draw. It doesn't have a positive expected value anymore. LOL, 3 Tempest that early. Implies 0 gas. Happy face. True, says Dante from Team himself. Oh, unhappy face. Nah, he's happy. Either that or he's just accidentally had a tooth fall out and he doesn't know it. That's fine, he's happy about it. It looks like Stormageddon getting some hidden stargates with this base that has 2 assimilators up. Who needs 2 assimilators? Who'd have thought? And of course I ain't dead yet. And Dante, not gonna say anything. I actually want to replay this moment right now. Alright, we're going to go to the Dante cam. We're going to select his stuff. We're going to watch him. We're going to watch him in fast mode. See, he's clicking. He clicks up here. And then his opponent says, not going to say anything. And he moves up.
Mineral field depleted.
And then he stims. Oh, wait. I rewound not far enough. Look, he says he's not going to say anything. He says, and of course I ain't dead, not going to say anything. And then he just goes and kills him. Excellent. Once upon a time, 1A. I think a T was involved in there somewhere. And then Captain Bligh was like, no, there was no T involved. I just wanted to get in the game. And Day 9 cleverly referenced Part 1. For any of you who just tuned in and missed the joke. Says Stormageddon, and once again, he's going to go ahead and attack the most vulnerable spot on the map! The supply depot cluster. In hindsight, that was some poor timing on my part. Whoopsie damn daisies. Poor timing. Never a bad thing. Never at all. It reminds me, once upon a time. Speaking of poor timing, it's a story I've told before. Once upon a time, there was a girl who I was in love with. Her name was Felicity. She was... It was in a time known in America as 7th grade, where we are all very young. And, of course, developmentally, some people begin developing a little earlier than others. For instance, Felicity was she'd been through puberty, okay? But she was very well developed, and I had not yet even begun to experience that which was the christening of myself as a man. But I knew, upon laying my eyes on that lovely Felicity, oh my God, I really like her, I'll ask her out. But of course, knowing the way that I didn't rely on more traditional, archaic, antiquated methods. No, I didn't go up and say, do you want to go out? No. I relied on new media technology. In other words, I used AOL Instant Messenger. It had just come out. It was just a thing. She was short. So her name was Mini Hottie 90,000. My name was Sexy Day 9. It wasn't, but it is now. In fact, there's a lot of parts of the story that are a lie, but not what I'm about to say. So I said to her one day, I was like, hey, Felicity. And she was like, hey. And I was so nervous I almost threw up. But I held it in like a mouse. And I said, how are you? And she said, nothing for about 3 minutes. I guess she was busy. Complete anxiety, anticipation, tension, pain. What do I do? Not much. What are you up to? Jesus. The dramas. The drams. So I said, oh, not much. Just did my homework. Radio silence. I know she does her homework. Maybe she's doing it right now and that's why she can't respond to me. Maybe she hates me. Maybe she's burning a photo of me right now. The yearbook hasn't come out. She can't be burning a photo. Unless she's dedicated to her hatred. Perhaps she has a shrine where she burns photos of me daily in effigy. No. Let me try to spark up a conversation. So I tried to type to her. This really tickles. I'm having a muscle spasm in my right hand. But instead, I typed, this really tickles. I'm having a muscle spasm in my right nad. In my right nad. And then silence. And I was like, oh my god. I didn't even correct it. I was frozen and I stared at the screen and I was like, I just told her that my right testicle is quivering rapidly right now. How do you play this off smooth? You can't just type in, for you. You can't just be like, because donuts. Like, there's nothing I can say to right the wrong that I have just permanently put on the screen in writing. It's not like I was having a bad day and just said some shit because I was in a mood. I took the time to compose that, and the enter key, pressing it, was part of that process, and I pressed the fuck out of that enter key because the timing was bad. And that is where, indeed, as Ananstra from chat says, that is where I stopped existing from embarrassment. So she said, WTF, and I didn't know what that meant. I wasn't that cool then, and blocked me, and I've never spoken to her again. So sometimes typos work out, is what I'm saying. Anyways. So Stormageddon basically did something not nearly that bad. Oh, there's my NAD note. Yeah. He says, and of course I ain't still dead, and then he starts to dead, and then he just talks about his hindsight. So let's go back to this game. That's not nearly as devastating as my romantic life in 7th grade. Anyone, like, who's... I think I'm getting some messages in Skype on that story. Oh. Oh, Case is offering to take me to donuts, while Stormageddon is just super dead, but that's okay. Because oftentimes, when you're in a game where two players are not controlling themselves quite well, you end up with a base race. We're gonna turn it down just a bit because, oh my god, Tempest, come on, man. This ain't a party, Tempests. This ain't a party. Everyone's supply blocked. Stormageddon, just unbelievably supply blocked. If he were a type of footwear, he would be supply moccasins. Oh god, what a disaster this is. Wow. Oh my god, that joke. Oh my... Oh, what... Gross. Ugh. Oh, god. Ugh. If that were like a chameleon that they give away in 3rd grade to all the students, I wouldn't even want to adopt one. That joke went poorly. Ugh. Oh, what a PR disaster. Front page of Reddit. Day 9 makes jokes that bomb. I've unsubscribed to Day 9. His writers are falling short. Oh my god. Oh, even Thinking Orange from the chat notes that I should have called it Supply Clogs. Or perhaps Supply Crocs? A Supply Croc is a type of, it's a type of supply-based strategy that is fashionable but smells like shit. Oh, gross. Do you want me to take my shoes off? No, wear them. Make my house dirty. Just don't take them off. Whatever you do. Barefoot in those. Wear socks and Crocs. So, Dante. Poor Dante. This, not exactly the Golden Armada, not necessarily the Plastic Armada, but, you know, it's an Armada. It's doing just fine. So Dante is going to use his Vikings to scout himself out a base. A cannon at the front because, you know, we want to stay alive. And if we expanded cross-map once, we may as well expand cross-map again in the shape of an upside-down happy face. I'm not going to lie. Here's the mouth, here's a huge nose, and there's an eye and an eye. Woohoo! Woo, yeah, socks and Crocs. So Dante has himself a barracks tower. A supply depot pack. Found you, says Stormageddon. An unhappy phrase from Dante. And utilizing maximum micro, this could be a devastating blow to the base setup of Dante. One Tempest doth fall, 2 more Tempests doth produce. More things dying. Uh-oh, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on health bars because these armies are so non-intersecting. You'll note that Dante, once again, his biggest enemy is the T button. He doesn't want to stim. He does not want to stim. Shooting a barracks. Uh-oh. Pull back. Killed one. Another barracks falls. Killed a second. Will he get this barracks? He's killed a third, and a fourth, and a... Uh-oh. And... It... Fucking oh my god. LOL, says Dante. No, just no, don't. No, this it is silly. You know, I want to relive that moment. I want to relive that moment real fast. We're gonna pull it back. Because once upon a time, Stormageddon was doing his thing, killing a barracks, and then he decided to himself, I'm gonna type the word this. So he types this, and then he has to micro backwards, and then he shoots. No, he types this is silly. He types is silly. Okay, get in there. Guys, who wins? Stormageddon or Dante? Who incidentally has a pack of marauders on the prowl. Like a pride of lions hunting in a wilderness where there are only elephants. There's one elephant, excuse me, hiding up here. There's another elephant hiding down here. Here's the third elephant. I knew that's why Day Night had such a good memory. He's never forgotten. Now you're saying Storm clearly wins. Clearly. I see you typing in chat. Clearly. Clearly Storm will provide a solution to this. But is clarity what anyone needs right now? Oh, that's good! Another Tempest goes down. Yes. Storm dealing more, or Stim dealing more damage than Tempest. Dang, says Stormageddon. But Zealots are on the way in. The shield upgrade. Chrono boosting those probes. Let's get that econ started. Let's get that econ started. One at a time. Instructor Tempest. Disciple Tempest. The disciple. Bloody. Battered. Bleeding. Barren. Bombastic. Bear-like. Unfortunately, Marines build faster than Tempest. Lol. Yup. Haha. Everyone's so happy here, but little do they know that the fate of our judgment are before them. Get him. Alright. Mechanical orbital command. Get him. Takes down a Marine. How much money do you have? A perfectly timed question. A lot, says Dante. Oh, Dante on the move command. Oh, no, and he shoots the pylon. Retreat. But where are you gonna go when you're dead? You're gonna have the sole survivor from this Marauder star in your selection of the... What? I'm not gonna finish that joke. Dante said, found you? I like that idea. I like the idea of, you know, some sort of mobster who is in LA terrorizing things, and I realize I'm the one who can step up to save the city. So I begin searching for him. A manhunt begins. They're going in the wrong direction. I truly know where his hideout is. I narrow it down to a single building. I open up the apartment complex, and he shoots me in the head. And as I fall to the ground, I say, "Gotcha." Said no detective story ever. And of course, the solution, as we learned in part 1, is cannons. Got him. These Marines are dying one at a time, which is the only way they can die. They're being produced 11 at a time out of these barracks that are having a cuddle party. They're doing their impersonation of Terran vs. Zerg, circa Brood War. Another expansion from Stormageddon. Zealots down for Stormageddon. A cybernetics core from Stormageddon. Soon enough, he can build a fleet beacon. Begin replenishing his Tempest count. My god, he could even double his Tempest count in one whole stroke. Oh my god. Now Dante might be trying to consider... Dang. No, he's actually going to go home. Because this expansion... isn't safe. Here come the zealots, they're gonna attack. Marines being produced 11 at a time. Now, in the unit counting station, it's 20 zealots and 2 Tempests versus 84 Marines. 84 Marines. 84 is 95 Marines. 95 Marines. 106 Marines. 24 Zealots. This expansion's doing well. Here's the Oracles coming out. There's the +2 shield upgrade. 1, 1, 1. Oh, he's losing Marines left and right. He's down to 104. He's down to 104 Marines. How's he going to get out of this one? Probes coming down from Stormageddon. Who's going to win, Stormageddon or Dante? Dante? You let me know. Stargate's going down. Now, Dante has found him. But what use is that going to be? Oh, no. 10 Vikings get produced. Oh my god, Stormu. Now Dante is trapped by this haphazard army of 32 Zealots and 8 Sentries. My poor Temests. Or perhaps he has a cold. Perhaps no one in this game. Shift F7 to their document before sending it out. My poor Temis. My poor Marines. Poor. Lol. He missed. I was getting a lot of kills. The happiness is almost unbearable. Vikings versus probes, and the Vikings went, "Sup," says Dante. What up? Hat turned backwards, tilting the chin up. Sup, he says. Ta wasn't very nice. It's zealot time. All the zealots get warped, and look at all those zealots. 45 zealots versus 110 marines. 1-1 marines versus 1-1-2 zealots. Alright, who wins? Can Stormageddon do this? He's even gotten 2 Tempests up. Alright, here it comes. And they charge. And there's like 5 Guardian Shields. A move command. Lol. Force field. Kite. Got him. Another one. Not enough force fields. Needed a few more. Down the bottom right, Stormageddon. As a lot of gate was nope. Lots of yeses and nopes throughout this daily. Dante. Damn. It's a Stormageddon. Now, he's starting to make Stalkers because Zealots didn't work, and Stalkers are another unit. +2 ground weapon. Now, I'd like to challenge you again. Who wins? Now, keep in mind, there's a lot of money in this bank. There's a lot of money in this bank. Look, there's like 5K, 4K. There's like 2.3K, 0.7K. That's a lot of money. But who's going to win? This is like that student who's like, yeah, I didn't go to class, and then I like stayed up for 3 days studying, and I got an A on the finals. Aren't I a badass? No. But you do have 5,000, 3,000 that you might be able to spend on something useful. But I don't know if you're going to get that good job. I just don't. But there's potential. There's potential. Now if you got to Stormageddon. Stormageddon. Uh-oh. Oh, yes, the Vikings are getting eliminated. It's perfect. He's target firing the pylon. Will he... How many Vikings will he lose? He's gonna lose almost all of them but one. But with one big victory, this Viking does star in Mass Effect 1 as the sole survivor. More Tempest 2. Pack of Marines. Train of SCVs, much like in Lemmings mode. Being given no instructions. These aren't climbers. Okay. Okay. Expands aplenty going down from Stormageddon. 6 more Vikings. Look at the number of Vikings in production. He's going to have so many Vikings, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know he's going to be up against largely Stalkers, and some Tempests are nearly making a mere cameo. 11 Marines getting produced at a time. Dante is broke. Dante has queuing up in all of his barracks. +2 attack is done. His upgrades. 2. These upgrades from Dante. 1. Okay. Vikings moving out. Hey, good news, says Stormageddon. What is the good news? What? I'm getting my Tempest back up. No. He's totally lying. He's actually thinking, yes. He's actually thinking it. Look, he thought it before. Yes, right there. I can never tell a lie. Alright. Mothership Core coming up. She's gonna be useful. Vikings moving out. Uh-oh. Aw. Yeah. Dante. Commences landing. No. LOL. Yet another assault. The Vikings. Spot. Oh! Are one-shotting Tempest left and right. They get almost all of them. A couple land for some reason. It's a Mothership Core. Aha. Stalkers this time. We made that joke already, Stormageddon. 2 more Tempests. LOL. Now there's the Mothership Core. Oh my god. Okay. I'm putting it on normal speed. Okay, remove this. Who wins? Viking, Marine, Stalker, Tempest, Mothership Core. And there's a reveal. Okay. Zealots are a little stuck, but they managed to make their way out. The 2-2 upgrades really helping. Or should I say the 2-2-2 upgrades, but he does have 27 Vikings. There's 18 Stalkers on the map. So he's running up the ramp. He blinks up. He's going to use the high ground to his advantage. He has a choke. He has an income, even. In the meantime, Dante, mining nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. It's a lot of Vikings. 24 Vikings versus 8 Stalkers, 8 Zealots. 2 more Tempests are out. He's going to have to force these to be in the air or on the ground. He can retreat these probes. Can pull these guys out. He's going to let them die. Excellent game. We must do this again sometime. We're going to get so much experience. Don't. No. And he just needs to pull back. He just needs to wait on the ramp. And then he... don't. And he... No. And... oh no. Stormageddon. Oh no, Stormageddon. Did the same thing as its prequel, Armageddon. May have just wasted like 3.5 hours. Wonder how much XP they got. That was Funday Monday for today. I'd like to thank you for watching that last fail game. I really think Stormageddon could have nailed that shit, but I didn't pull up on the ramp. Oh! I'm gonna go get a donut. No, I'm not. I'm gonna spend 20 minutes taking a cold shower trying to convince myself not to get a donut. Thank you for watching this week's Funday Monday. The following Funday Monday is something that is very simple. We've done it before, and I want to do it again now that it's HOTS. You must expand every 5 minutes on the dot. You must expand every 5 minutes. You must expand every 5 minutes. Now you might be like, do I start it or finish it at 5 minutes? Either is fine, but it has to be every 5 minutes. You must expand every 5 minutes. So you're going to be 3 basing by 10 minutes, and 4 basing by 15, and 20 minutes. Ugh. You cannot expand before 5 minutes. Zerg users. So you might have to spend your time attacking. Submit those to Monday at day9.tv. Thank you to all the wonderful submissions for today. I'm out. Done. Had some fun. Oh, I had some fun. Oh. Oh.